Hi, sweet friends. Thank you for joining me for this guided meditation to ease anxiety and boost your immune system. I'm Emily Fletcher from Ziva Meditation, and I'd like to open with a quote that's been bringing me a lot of peace before we dive into this two-part experience. And it's simply the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So to start, I invite you to find a comfy place to sit and take a much needed moment for yourself. I am proud of you for taking this time for yourself. I'm proud of you for acknowledging that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Bravo on taking this time to nourish yourself and to fill yourself up so that you can better be of service. I hope you're proud of yourself for peeling away from the fire hose of media. The news will still be there for you after these few precious moments together. So this guided experience will have two parts. One, to relax your body and to ease the anxiety, the stress, the overwhelm, the panic, the need to control that you might be experiencing. And the second part is going to strengthen you. It's going to supercharge your immune function so that you can continue to be a source of strength and lightness for everyone who needs you right now. Throughout all of this, please give yourself full permission to be exactly where you are. Give yourself permission to feel everything and anything that's coming up for you. One thing that's going to help is knowing that thoughts are not the enemy of meditation. You don't have to clear your mind here. You don't have to focus or control anything. This is a time for you to let go. This is a time for you to heal. So we'll begin with something called breath of fire, and we're simply going to inhale and exhale through the nose, and we'll do it quite quickly, almost like a dog panting. And this might match your level of anxiety or fear. We're going to breathe into that, and then over time, we're going to slow down. We're going to allow that panting to slow down into a soothing, rejuvenating 2x breath. So to start, you can allow your jaw to hang heavy, your lips to be loose, and simply inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And we'll start to speed it up like we're a little puppy panting, breathing right into our belly. It'll sound like this. You can continue on with the breathing. I'm going to coach you through. I recommend placing your hands on your belly and breathing in and out of your belly, letting it rise and fall with your breath. Imagining that you are a happy, excited little puppy just panting in and out through the nose with this breath of fire. Continuing on with the breath, but allowing the jaw to be soft, the lips to be soft. Inhaling and exhaling out of your belly, letting the breath get deeper, letting it speed up, knowing that you're oxygenating your organs, your blood, your brain, healing and strengthening your body even already. And once you feel like you've come to your deepest and fastest pace, then we can start to slow things down, like we're parking a car. Like we're de-accelerating a car and starting to bring it into the pause position. So and once your breath starts to slow and starts to feel easy and natural, we're going to move into something called the 2x breath. So we're simply inhaling through the nose for the count of 2, and we're exhaling through the mouth for the count of 4. Inhaling for 2, and exhaling for 4. Really good. Inhaling through the nose for 2, and exhaling through your mouth for 4. This is a simple but powerful exercise I call 2x breath, where we're simply doubling the length of the exhale from the inhale. And the power in this exercise comes in strengthening and softening the vagus nerve, which is the superhighway between your brain and body. So inhaling through the nose for 2 and exhaling through your mouth for 4. We'll do 2 more of these, breathing right into the belly, taking the biggest inhale you've taken all week. And as you exhale, starting to allow all of the muscles in your body to soften. Inhaling into your belly. And on this next exhale, imagining your brow softening, your jaw softening, your shoulders dropping, your heart opening, your belly opening, and your whole body getting relaxed and heavy in the chair. Really good. And from here on out, you can allow your breath to be easy and natural. We don't have to control it or manipulate it in any way. Simply let the breath be easy, simple, natural. And now placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. I invite you to check in with yourself, simply asking the question, how am I feeling right here, right now? You can close your eyes if you haven't already, starting to turn your attention inward, starting to bravely check in with yourself honestly. How am I feeling right now? How's my heart? How's my spirit? What am I afraid of? And for just a moment, with no judgment, with no editing, with no control, without needing to be anyone, without needing to be anything for anyone else, I invite you to let your body talk to you. Let it feel everything that you've been holding down, everything that you've been protecting yourself or your family from. Just allow that to move through you. Knowing that emotion is simply energy in motion, emotion. So allowing anything that you've shoved down, anything that you were controlling or protecting yourself from, giving yourself this space, this time to feel it fully. Imagining your hands as receptors, letting them be antenna to really receive and feel any pain, any fear, any anxiety, any worry, any overwhelm that's happening in your body right now. If you're sad, please give yourself permission to be sad. If you're angry, you are allowed to be angry. If you're scared, you're allowed to feel afraid. Being so gentle with yourself. How am I feeling? And if you gave your body permission to rant, just for 30 seconds, what would it say? What would the little kid inside of you say if you gave it permission to just complain for 30 seconds? This isn't fair. This is scary. This isn't supposed to happen to me. This isn't the world I was supposed to live in. Just let your body say whatever it wants to say. No judgment, no editing. We ask for strength to accept the truth about this current reality and the grace to help us move through to a brighter reality. And when you feel like you've heard your body, when you feel like you have accepted your starting point of where you are right here, right now, You can gently drop your hands into your lap and acknowledge the bravery that it takes to feel our feelings, especially when they're intense, especially when they're uncomfortable. And now we're going to activate our imaginations. So I invite you to imagine that you are on your very favorite beach right now, the most beautiful beach you've ever been to, and you are lazily floating in a hammock, and half of your body is floating in this warm, crystal clear blue ocean water. And that as the tide comes in, your body sways towards the shore, and as the tide goes out, your body sways towards the ocean. So that with each inhale, you imagine your body being rocked, being lulled, being nurtured, being healed by this support, by this salt water, by this sunshine. With each inhale, your body sways in one direction, and with each exhale, it sways the other. Feeling the beautiful, healing, warm sunshine on your skin, and allowing this salt water to envelop your body and soften all of your muscles, letting any gripping, any holding, any tightness just melt right out of your body and let the ocean wash it away. So that each inhale and exhale becomes a cleansing, washing away of stress. With each inhale, you imagine this ocean wrapping your body with water, and with each exhale, you imagine the ocean taking any stress being held in your body and your muscles and washing it out to sea. We inhale as the water washes up and envelops us with this warm, healing salt water. And as we exhale, we imagine it taking with us any tension, any anxiety, any control, any resistance. Inhaling and allowing this beautiful wave to wrap around our bodies, to wrap around our muscles. And as the tide goes out, we let the ocean take with it anything that is not serving us. And you can enjoy this image for a few more moments, gently swaying in the water, actively surrendering anything that is not serving you or your body. Giving yourself permission to let go. And we'll enjoy a few moments of silence together. You can simply stay in this image of the hammock rocking back and forth in the water, or you could breathe in the word let and breathe out the word go. Breathing in the word let and breathing out the word go. Let go. Let go. There's nowhere you have to go. There's nothing you have to do. There's nowhere you have to be. You can simply give yourself permission to surrender to this moment. Giving your body full permission to let go. Giving your body full permission to surrender into this deep healing rest. And we'll be here for a few moments, no need to mind the time. Simply enjoying this image of you floating in the water, being healed and warmed by the sun. So let's keep the eyes closed, but we can let go of the words inside. We can release this beautiful image of the sunshine and the beach. And I'm going to walk you through a guided visualization to help boost your immune system, to strengthen your energy, and to help you feel even stronger on the other side. So I invite you to imagine that you have a tiny pinprick at the very top of your head. Imagining that through the top of your head, you're able to connect with source energy itself. You could imagine it as a beautiful stream of white light coming down, pouring over the top of your head. And imagine this beautiful white healing light starting to permeate down through your whole body and permeate through the first layer of our body, which is our skin. So with each inhale, we can strengthen the connection to this beautiful healing white source energetic light. And imagine that it pours down over your head, your neck, the skin that wraps over your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and that the entirety of your skin starts to pulsate with this beautiful white healing light. So that even your hair, even your fingertips, even your fingernails are starting to vibrate with this frequency of this beautiful healing white light. And on your next inhale, again, imagining connecting to this source energy, to this beautiful current of white light that's coming down through the top of your head and permeating beyond the skin and down into your muscles. So this beautiful healing white light is not only softening and relaxing your muscles, but it's also strengthening them. It's taking any stuck energy, any stagnant energy, and it's starting to move that and transform that into healing energy. Softening and strengthening every single muscle in your body. Softening the muscles around your eyes, softening the muscles in your jaw. All of the muscles in your neck and your shoulders, just letting them go soft. Letting the muscles around your belly expand so you can take beautiful deep breaths. Letting all of the muscles in your hands and in your feet expand with this beautiful healing white energy. Really good. And on your next inhale, again, awakening your imagination and imagining this beautiful current of white light coming down through your body. And this time, this beautiful healing white light floods your lungs. Strengthening, opening, fortifying your lungs with beautiful healing energy. Breathing into that, imagining that every single cell, every single part of your lungs are starting to vibrate and pulsate with this beautiful healing white light. And as you breathe into your lungs, we can engage the imagination and imagine that this healing is starting to course through our circulatory system. So we're connecting to this beautiful current of white light down through the tops of our heads, allowing it to be strengthened, coursing through our hearts, and then imagining this beautiful white light pulsating out through our hearts, down into every artery, every vein, knowing that our blood is sending oxygen. It is sending healing to every single cell in our body. Really good. And on your next inhale, again, connecting to this beautiful white source energy down through the top of your head and imagining it permeating beyond the skin, beyond the muscles, beyond the lungs, beyond the circulatory system, and down into your organs. Supercharging every single one of your organs with this healing frequency, with this beautiful white healing light. Really good. And on this next inhale, again, connecting to this beautiful white energetic light, and then letting it permeate down through the skin, the muscles, your lungs, your circulatory system, all of your organs, and down into the very core of your being. Down into the very core of who you are, to the very animating force inside of you. Reminding yourself that there is a life force inside of you that is connected to everyone and everything. And allowing this beautiful healing white light to strengthen that core piece of you, to allow you to feel connected to everyone and everything. Reminding yourself that there really is only one thing and we are all it. And that one thing is consciousness. So for just a moment, we can move beyond the body, beyond the muscles, beyond the skin, beyond the organs, and down into the very core of who we are, knowing that that essence is unchanging. That essence is the truth of who we really are. Imagining this beautiful healing white light to strengthen and to charge that piece of you. Reminding yourself that you have all of the answers inside of you. Reminding yourself that you have infinite healing potential available inside of your body. Seeing if you can tap into the very pulsing of your heartbeat. Noticing how perfectly your body rises and falls with each breath. Noticing how brilliantly your skin, your muscles, your bones, your lungs, your heart, your blood, they're all dancing with each other in this perfect orchestra. Thanking your body for how much it supports you, for how strong it is. Imagining this beautiful healing white light that is pulsating through every cell of your body. Imagine this strengthening your immune system. Imagine this strengthening your white blood cells. Imagine this creating a beautiful army of healers in your body. And they're letting go of anything that's not serving your body and strengthening the pieces of you that you want to strengthen. With each inhale, we allow the body to vibrate with the very frequency of healing, imagining our immune system, our white blood cells strengthening with each breath, and then with each exhale, we let go of anything that is not serving our bodies, our minds, or our spirits. Really good. And when your body feels so strong, so healthy, so prepared, we can let go of this visualization of the white light, and we can start to come back into the body, into the room. And from this space of relaxation, of strengthened immunity, I invite you to think of 3 things that you are most grateful for right here, right now. The fact that you have a place to sleep, the fact that you have people who love you, the fact that you have air to breathe. Giving thanks for sunshine, for springtime, for all of the people helping right now. Anything that brings a smile to your face, simply say thank you, thank you, thank you. And from this space of groundedness and gratitude, I'm going to share some affirmations, and you can say them out loud if you feel comfortable, or you can simply say them in your mind. Either way is beautiful. Even in the middle of intensity, there is always something to give thanks for. I am doing the best I can. Everyone around me is doing the best they can with the information they have. My body is strong. My immune system is strong. I choose to believe that this is all playing out for our highest good. I choose resilience in the face of adversity. I give myself permission to be exactly where I am. I choose to listen to my body. I choose compassion. I am willing to ask for support when I need it. I deserve rest. I deserve happiness. I'm allowed to feel sad. I'm allowed to be wherever I am. I trust that feeling my feelings does not make them stronger, it allows them to dissipate. I choose resilience. I choose to be a leader. I trust that this is playing out for all of our highest good, even if I can't see how just yet. I choose to trust nature. I choose to trust my body. My healing is already in progress. My immune system is strong. It's safe to relax. Really good. And from this space of groundedness, of strengthened immune function, of possibility, I invite you to imagine your magic wand scenario, both for you and for the world, on the other side of this. If you had a very powerful magic wand and you could wave it over your life and over the entire world, what does that look like on the other side of this? How have you changed? How has the world changed for the better? Choosing to spend as much time and energy on this vision for yourself, on this vision for the world, as you are the speculation or the fear or the worry. What is your vision for yourself on the other side of this? How have you changed for the better? Taking a moment to imagine that reality as if it's happening now. You're hugging your best friend in the sunshine. What are you celebrating? Taking a moment to imagine your dream for the world. What is one thing you would love for the world on the other side of this? Imagining that dream as if it is your current reality. Letting this image fill you with strength, letting this image fill you with hope and with possibility. And knowing that this or something better is already on the way to us, or we wouldn't even want it. So with that level of trust, with that level of grace, with that level of surrender, I invite you to bring your awareness back into the body, back into the room, taking an energizing, cleansing inhale. And as you exhale, letting go of anything that you want to surrender, anything that might have come up for you during this experience. And starting to move your hands, move your feet. And in your own time, whenever you're ready, we can start to slowly, gently open the eyes. All right, friends, bravo. Give yourself a huge high five for taking this moment for yourself, for filling up your cup so that you can more sustainably and joyfully give to the people around you. Thank you for joining me for this. If you'd like to learn more or get deeper training, please join me over at zivameditation.com. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're doing great. We are going to be stronger on the other side of this.